Hey everybody, Pandi here of Pandi's Hair Candy and more, as well as the Simply Pandi Show. Thank you so very much for taking a moment to click onto the video. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome. If we are already chat family, welcome back. You know I am excited to see you. Over here, for the most part, this channel is based on my love for hair. Of course, taking you all along with me on my natural hair journey, as well as my love of wigs. However, there is an and more on my name, and this channel is all about so much more. This channel is about inspiration, motivation, encouragement. However, I also bring a wide variety of content. You are subject to see anything from a product review, a product haul, TV show reviews, book reviews, movie reviews. We may be discussing trending topic or trending news, celebrity gossip, or we may be discussing political news. It just depends on what's going on and what's trending in the community that we live in. So I like to come forth with topics that matter, news that you can definitely use. I like to encourage you, motivate you, and inspire you, and keep you informed on what's going on in the world around us. So again, I want to thank you for taking a moment to click on this video. If you did not remember to do so, on your way coming in, please don't forget to blow dry on the like button. That helps with keeping the content out there in the YouTube algorithm. And if you find that by the end of this video you have enjoyed the content, please go ahead and feel free to subscribe. It is free 99. It does not cost you anything. Like I said, my channel is all about fun, okay? You will see game nights. You will see member giveaways. And yes, we do offer a membership, $1.99. So grab your snacks and your beverages and feel free to chime in on this conversation. Please make sure that you are being respectful in the chat. We are all family over here, family and friends. Again, I want to thank you for taking a moment to stop by, and I look forward to chatting with you. Without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get started with the topic on this edition of Chit Chat with Pandi. And hopefully we all learn a little something more than we had when we came in. All right, now let's get into this.
Hey everybody! Happy Self-Care Saturday! How is the audio? How is my audio? How is my audio? Happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Welcome. Let me just check it real quick. Hold up. Let me turn this down a little bit. It sounds a bit staticky, huh? Well, if this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome. If you are already chat family with me, welcome back. I appreciate you being here. This is another edition of Trending Recaps with Pandi, so thank you for joining me on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. This is an open chat. This is a chat where I will be basically just coming on and chopping it up with you all, sharing some of what I seen out here trending in the headlines on both social media as well as our regular traditional local news outlets. So if you didn't remember to do so on your way coming in, please don't forget to blow dry on that like button for me on your way going out. And if you have the ability to share me out, please, sharing is caring. You want to make sure you hit that share button. And if you are not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Double tap that notification bell so that you're notified each time that new content is added to the channel. So this is going to be a little light. I just want to come through and give my take on some of the trending stories that I saw, and then basically react to it, give my reaction, and then also get y'all's reaction as well. So if you're part of that replay gang and you're catching this on the replay, definitely make sure you hit those comments up to let me know what you thought about the stories that we covered today. Okay. So again, hey everybody, happy self-care Saturday. I tend to do my self-care on Saturdays and Sundays because your girl works Monday through Friday. So I try to have laid back weekends. Okay, of course, being a smaller content creator, this is the time where I have to come and drop new content on the channels, right? So I am here with this latest edition of trending recaps, okay? So just popping on, like I said, to chop it up with you all, basically react to some of the trending stories that I ran across in the previous week. Let me turn that down some. That volume is not cooperating today, is it? Alright, well, I'm not going to trip on it, y'all. So, one of the first things I wanted to do, y'all, is, especially for the new visitors, also this chat is on subscriber mode only. Excuse me. And I know I had a few people ask, well, why do you do that? Well, unfortunately, here on the YouTube platform, we tend to be inundated with the bots dropping into people's chats when they're live streaming or premiering content, and the bots spamming their chats. So, as a tip, if you are a content creator and you're skeptical about going live because you see people's chat getting spammed with all these porn bots and things, if you go into your YouTube studio and select customize, you can customize your chat to where it's either members only, you can make it private, or you can make it subscriber only or members only, however you want to do it. And you can also customize that time, so it can be 5 minutes, a minute, 24 hours, 72 hours, however long you want to make it. So it does kind of limit you, excuse me, y'all, as far as your audience participation, because obviously brand new people viewing your channel won't be able to jump into the comments and participate until that time frame has passed. However, it keeps your chat nice and clean for your broadcast. Hey, Miss Fool Roller, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Saturday. Ooh, I was supposed to be setting up my giveaway tool, and I didn't do that yet. Because I am going to be doing a giveaway at the end of this. Let me do that real quick. I got a couple stories that we're going to touch on. I'm going to share with you all, get your reaction. It's a little tiny. Try turning it down. Okay. Hold on. Let me do that. Let me do that. How about now? Is it better? Ooh, I got it down real low, and I'm not even using my mic, and it's still loud. Hey, Edward Snarp, welcome in. Maybe I'm talking too loud, and I'm in this room, so it tends to echo. But it's not as crisp as it was the other day. I'm scared to hook that mic up. Yeah, I haven't been using the mic ever since it had me sounding all robotic. Make sure I got it hooked up right, because I don't want to prolong y'all. Hey, 1SP, welcome in, welcome in. I didn't do anything different, Miss Flora. I was talking on the laptop the same way I'm talking now. But I do hear it. It sounds kind of fuzzy to me on my earpiece. Hold on. I'm wondering if maybe I should hook my mic up. Let me just try it real quick and see if it makes a difference. Give me one moment, y'all. Welcome and thank y'all for being here. I thought I was all prepared and ready. Woo, I just knocked something down. Ooh, that sounded loud. I just knocked my mouse off. Okay, is the sound any better? Let me know. Is it a bit more crisp? Y'all, I'm okay. I just knocked my mouse off my desk and it hit the floor. Now turn it back up. Okay. I know it sounded crazy. Okay, I'm turning it up. Hold up. It's all the way up, but it doesn't sound very loud. I think it sounds more crisp. Way too low? Oh no. Hold on. Why is it not going up any louder, y'all? Okay, how about now? I think I got it. Yes, okay. All right, y'all. Thank you for bearing with me. Wait, what y'all talking about? That's rodent abuse. Oh, the mouse. Yeah, I have the little wireless mouse sitting here on my desk. And I had my mic was hooked up to the computer, so I had to grab it from behind the computer and plug it into the laptop. And I hate that because I was trying to be all prepared. All right, y'all. So thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to another edition of Trending Recaps with Pandi. So hopefully I don't get to sounding like a robot or anything, but y'all be sure to let me know. So again, I'm popping on just to chop it up with you all, react to some of these trending stories that I ran across throughout the week. Okay, and I do have a couple of fun get to know me questions. Literally, I have 3 that I am going to. Okay, thank you, Miss Full Roller, because I was listening to it and I'm like, well, why is it sounding like that? And I hadn't been using the mic each time I've gone live. And I was like, it doesn't sound as crisp as it did the other day. Because ever since I did that interview with BG, I was scared to hook it up because it sounded so terrible. So, yeah, now, first of all, I got a few get to know me questions that I'm going to drop periodically into the chat. And of course, I want you guys to be thinking on those questions because I'm going to be answering them so that you guys can get to know me. And I also want you guys to type your answers into the stream as well because I appreciate you guys as my supporters and I want to get to know you as well. So I'm also going to be having a giveaway at the end of this stream because y'all know I've been trying to give out a Cash App all week and I have been unsuccessful. So while you all are in here and participating, I'm going to give you all the keywords to type in and do a random Cash App giveaway at the end. And there's nothing you have to do because it's going to be a randomly generated pick. Thank you so much for the share, Edward. I appreciate you. Let me get that ready. Hopefully that music is not too loud in the background. And if you all have the ability to share out the stream, please do. I'm loving this new podcast style. What do y'all think? Feedback. All right, so I'm going to put that first get to know me question in the stream for you guys, and then I'm going to move on into my stories. Okay? So these are going to be just a couple of fun get to know me questions. Nothing too serious, nothing too deep. Thank you. You guys like it. Great. Okay, cool. Awesome. I love it. And I'm telling you, I have been working on some content that I plan to try to come down here and bring consistently on a weekly basis. And it's just easier for me if I can come on and give the live while I'm still in my scrubs and all that before I get situated and settled at home. Otherwise, it gets too late and then I procrastinate and I don't go forward with the content. So this way, that eliminates me having to be worried about my work information and all that being exposed. All right, so here is going to be the first question. You guys can definitely type your answer into the chat and I'll come back and give mine in a moment. And it is, what is your favorite random fact? So be thinking on that, okay, and be prepared to put your answers in the chat. And then, like I said, this is going to be a little light. I'm going to basically put y'all up on some new shows that I'm going to be starting because I'm going to be getting back to my reviews. And basically, I will be sharing them here, you know, as far as putting the information out in case you guys want to follow the shows as well. But as far as the actual reviews, those
will be shared on the Simply Pandi show. So that way I can do what I need to do on that channel for the actual review. But I'll be recapping here on this channel in my live streams like this when I do a recap. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. So if you're not subscribed to the Simply Pandi Show channel, that is the link there. Okay? So all actual show reviews are going to be linked on the Simply Pandi Show. I'm sorry, actually reviewed on the Simply Pandi Show channel. Now, okay, before I actually jump into this first story about the shows, because there's a new show alert that I want to give y'all that I think we're going to all really like. But if y'all don't follow it, don't worry. I'll be following it and I'll be reviewing it and recapping it and giving y'all all the highlights. But I would be remiss if I did not visit the Brittany Griner updates. Because y'all know I've been sharing her story, right? So I want to react to the latest findings with her case and just see what you guys' thoughts are. See what you guys' thoughts are on that young lady's situation. It's so sad. Let me bring that in. Okay. And before we actually go into that segment, of course, we're going to give our fair use disclaimer. All of the information shared, shown, discussed, and commented on is for fair use purposes. It is going to be used strictly for the purposes of commentary and critique and education. Okay, this is covered under the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Fair Use Act. Okay? So we are going to visit or revisit the whole Brittany Griner situation, and then we're going to jump off into some light. I got another news story that I'd like to discuss with you all, and then I'm going to share with you guys these shows so that I can get you guys prepared for those upcoming reviews. Okay. Also, members, shout out to you all. Any members that are in here, I did get that share feature with Nightbot fixed, so you guys can definitely drop the exclamation mark and your not your name, but the exclamation mark and the word member, and it will drop your actual correct link. You guys, don't laugh at me when I tell you what the problem was. Remember last week when I went live and Nightbot was dropping Chanel, the actual designer for people's link? Chanel. Yes. I didn't get my Chanel check. But guess what? When I went back to Nightbot to figure out what the problem was, some kind of way, I was like, I followed all the directions to install Nightbot to a T, so I couldn't figure out what the heck the problem was, right? Well, how about Nightbot ended up taking one of the N's out of the word channel, which of course makes it what? Chanel. Y'all, I felt like an idiot. I'm not even gonna lie. But after I got done feeling like an idiot, I cracked up for about 30 good minutes, okay? It's working, yes. Yes, it is now working because I had to go and put that additional N back in there. So yes, it will drop your link if you are a member of Pandi's Hair Candy and More. I definitely want you guys to be able to share your channel link. And for those of you who are watching or catching the replay, if you are not already subscribed to my amazing channel members, please definitely grab their links. Okay, get on over there, subscribe, double tap their notification bell so that you are notified when new content is shared on their channels. Thank you. Oh, not channel 1SP. Dang, I feel bad when it's not open for everyone, but the exclamation mark and the word member is for the channel members. But yes, I felt so silly. I was like, oh my God, no wonder why it was dropping Chanel. I'm like, I am not promoting these people. They have 5 million subscribers as compared to my small channel. But thank you so much for sharing and being here, 1SP. I know you were just joking with me. All right. So let me quit because y'all know I will get off on a whole tangent rambling on something else. So let's talk about Brittany Griner's situation. Okay. And I hope that you all can still hear me when I bring it up. So Brittany Griner and her situation, y'all know I have been talking about this for the longest. So Brittany Griner is the WNBA star whose arrest for drug possession back in February has had her incarcerated in a Russian prison. Now, she was facing 10 years in prison because the basketball star, who is originally from, I want to say, Arizona, traveled over there, was basically picked out randomly, allegedly, in the Russian airport. They, pulled her out, pulled her to the side, decided they wanted to randomly search her luggage. And of course, they found like 0.6 grams of hash oil in her luggage. Now, here in the States, she was medically licensed to use medical marijuana for pain and injuries that she suffered as a basketball player. But hello, you're over in Russia, so it's a whole different ball game. And we are in volatile times, so it just simply wasn't going to fly over there. And so, long story short, I have been popping in and sharing updates because this young lady's story, just like you said, oh, it's covering the picture. Let me try to make sure I uncover it. Hold up. It's because I'm on their website. So, unfortunately, I might have to pull my mic down. Let's see if that helps. She's a queen like me. Thank you. Oh, my overlay. Yeah. You know, they got to put so much advertising on it. So I'm going to show just that snippet. And I'm kind of okay with keeping it covered because I don't want them to copyright me. Okay. All right. So that is just a little bit of the backstory. And to prove my point, we see how 1SP wasn't familiar with her. And that's the reason why, because like this young lady's story has not been getting much national media coverage at all. And it's a shame because here she is playing for the United States. But, over in the off season, she's over there in Russia trying to, make her money to basically live and survive. And she goes over there. She says she was in a rush. She forgot that she had it in her luggage. And of course, they pulled her out. They did the random search. And unfortunately, now she's looking at, they were trying to charge her with 10 years. But ultimately, they end up giving her 9 years just recently. So let me go to the story and just share the updates with y'all.
So basically, Russia confirms this news is as of yesterday on August 12th. Okay. No, only via the independent media has this story been covered. Exactly. Exactly. I literally just happened to stumble across this sister story and I started following it because, like I said earlier on a couple of months ago, this story tugged at my heartstrings as a mother of children her age, you know? And she's still getting coverage on CNN. Yes, true, Edward, because I did see some coverage on her story there. And it's only been recently that I've even been seeing her story on like CBS, which is where this one comes from. But since February, I've only just started hearing about her. It's crazy. So, anyway, Russia confirmed just as of yesterday prisoner swap negotiations with the United States involving WNBA star Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner was found guilty on drug charges and sentenced to 9.5 years in the past week. That is a bit excessive for what she had in her possession. But let me share what the latest news reports are stating. So, for the first time since WNBA star Brittany Griner's arrest for drug possession in February, Russia has officially confirmed that there are ongoing negotiations with the United States government regarding a potential prisoner swap. This was reported via the Washington Post. They were actually the first to report on the developments. Instructions were given to authorized structures to carry out negotiations. Russian Foreign Ministry spokesman Ivan Nachiev said on this past Thursday. They're being conducted by competent authorities. Now, last week, Griner was found guilty on drug charges in Russia and was sentenced to the 9.5 years in prison. She's been in custody since her arrest on February 17th at an airport near Moscow for having vape cartridges containing hashish oil, a marijuana concentrate, in her luggage. Her lawyers plan to appeal, but the United States government has also been trying to help. Now, after her sentencing, President Biden told the media that he was hopeful about the situation. And then last month, Secretary of State Anthony Blinken confirmed that the U.S. government has put a substantial proposal on the table for Griner's release, although no details on this proposal were given. Now, although Russia confirmed this week that negotiations are underway, it did not disclose any details on who would be involved in the swap. However, multiple outlets have reported Griner and Corporate Security Director Paul Whelan would be part of the deal in exchange for Victor Bout, a convicted arms dealer who is currently serving a 25-year prison sentence in the U.S. Whelan is serving a 16-year prison sentence in Russia after being arrested in 2018 and convicted of spying in 2020. The Biden administration also considers Whelan to be wrongfully detained. So she's, like I said, wasn't over there trying to slang drugs, but she came into their airport, excuse me, with illegal drugs, what they deem to be illegal in their country, in her luggage, basically a nonviolent crime. And the other gentleman, Mr. Whelan, also who has been incarcerated over there, they're trying to do like a 2-for-1 because the prisoner that they want to swap for is such a high level criminal. Okay, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. And I want to get y'all's reactions. So they also go on to say while talks between Russia and the U.S. have been ongoing for months, Russian officials have preferred to not make their discussions public. They say they prefer that their discussions between the two countries be private, only taking place through an established communication channel that Biden and Vladimir Putin established back in June of last year when they met in Geneva. Now, the U.S. has already made mistakes trying to solve such problems via microphone diplomacy, quoted one of their Russian officials. So basically, what they're saying is they are not interested in having this play out publicly in the media forefront. So, unfortunately, we'll probably be the last to know on how this goes. So, my question to you all is with regards to this story, what are our thoughts? Do we think that she'll ever get out of this sentence, this 9.5 year sentence? And then what kind of justice is that? I mean, the maximum sentence was 10 years. She's been locked up since February. How in the world? And she actually went in there and pled guilty 2 weeks ago and ultimately ended up getting 9.5 years convicted. So I personally thought that wasn't a very wise move to plead guilty, but that's what she did because she thought that that perhaps would offer her some type of leniency, I guess, but it really backfired. So, what are our thoughts with regard to Miss Griner's situation? See what y'all think on that one. One SP says prisoner swaps. Are we in combat with them or something? We're not directly in combat with them. However, Russia recently invaded Ukraine, and I believe the United States is over there as an ally to Ukraine right now. So that kind of indirectly puts us in combat with them. That's just my opinion. Miss Full Roller says her story has been out, I think, since the middle of last year or the beginning of this year. Interesting. I hadn't even heard about it until I think I found out about her story maybe 3.5, 4 months ago. And that's when I really started paying attention to it and like researching it and actually like Googling it to find out what the updates were because it was like I hadn't heard anything about it. And I was just shocked that she was even locked up. And Edward says a lot of Republicans consider the swap a mistake because the arms dealer is so notorious. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, the charges that he is faced with in both the US as well as there, he definitely sounds notorious. So I don't know. I just hope, like one SP said, that she doesn't get violated. Each time that I've seen her, when they're like transporting her to court hearings or, proceedings or whatever, she looks drained. She looks physically depleted. She just doesn't look like she's doing well physically. And I'm sure she's not doing well mentally. I mean, 9.5 years? Come on. Miss Full Roller says, oh, she had to plead guilty to get the prisoner swap moving. Okay, now I didn't know that, Edward. I hope she doesn't have to do nearly that amount of time as Full Roller. That is just crazy. Now that I didn't know about her having to plead guilty because I was thinking to myself, why in the world would she plead guilty? But now I get it when you put it out there like that. Well, she did smuggle reef oils, true, and you're right about that, 1SP. At the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. I mean, I don't know how she could have possibly forgot that it was in there. I'm thinking if I'm going over to Russia, I'm not taking a darn thing illegal in their country. Now, if she was like that person they've been trying to get back here, then it would probably have happened. You think so? Yeah, if she was like more, what's the word I'm looking for? Something more notorious, something more aggressive, because then they would be kind of comparing apples to apples. I just find the story overall disturbing. I just, I don't know. You know, I think it's disturbing. I think it's disturbing. So, this next story, and thank you guys so much for the feedback. This next story that I want to share with you all, I want to get y'all's feedback on this and see what your thoughts are. Because I was unaware that this was taking place as well. Did I pull it up? So this one has to do with the state of black farmers right now and what they're being faced to deal with as a result of provisions in the new Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 and basically how it's affecting them. And my question to you all is, how will this ultimately affect us and our food supply chains? Because we already have been seeing, you know, effects with price increases and things like that. So let's see if I can share that a little better. And unfortunately, I'll be moving that up and down, but hopefully you guys can see it. So this next story is basically the Black Farmers Association condemns the elimination of the debt relief program for farmers of color. So basically, they're stating that provisions in the new Inflation Reduction Act of 2022, oh, of course, this screen is going to keep moving, would eliminate the debt relief program for farmers of color who have long been discriminated against by the USDA. Now, I found this story particularly interesting because I'm here in the South. I'm in the country. I have older uncles who this is how they make their living. They farm. They farm year round. And it impacts the way they're able to feed their families, provide for their households, and things of that nature. So this is why it caught my attention. Let me see. Miss Full Roller, you said something. Let me make sure I didn't miss your comment. Julian Assange is the person I was trying to think of if it was him. Oh, the swap would have happened. Ooh, you might be right about that, Miss Full Roller. You might be right about that. All right. So, first of all, I swear, every time I try to go live, I start coughing. I'm drinking some water. Get your water. Take a sip with me. Okay. So, how many of you all are familiar with this piece of news? I thought this was news we could use. I was not familiar with it, so it, of course, captivated my attention, and I started reading. I am an avid reader. Okay. I, first of all, didn't even know anything about an Inflation Reduction Act of 2022. This was the first time I had even heard the term. Okay. But that's how it looks down at my uncle's yard. Okay, Miss Fullreller said I've been following it off and on for a while. Okay. So yeah, this is serious, I think, and it could possibly have long-term effects abroad. So I think it's definitely something worth paying attention to, you know? So I'm going to share a little bit about this story and just see what you guys' thoughts are. So, many Black farmers felt a sense of relief when a debt forgiveness program specifically for minority farmers was included in the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021. Okay, so it's definitely a part of the Rescue Plan Act. Okay, and I'm going to come back to y'all's comments here in just a moment. So, in the plan, which was signed into law last March, Section 1005 includes provisions meant to provide debt relief to Black farmers and other farmers of color who have long been discriminated against by the USDA, which is the United States Department of Agriculture. Okay? However, a key provision in the new Inflation Reduction Act of 2022, which was just passed in the Senate and it is expected to become law, is causing concern for the future of their livelihoods. The act will offer sweeping economic and climate reforms. Wow. I done went up too far, y'all. Okay, there it is. Including domestic energy production and manufacturing investment, lower prescription costs for seniors, and reducing carbon emissions by roughly 40% by 2030. Who knew? But it won't have a program dedicated to addressing the discrimination faced by Black farmers and other farmers of color, as Section 2208 of the Inflation Reduction Act will give the USDA the authority to aid borrowers of all races and provided additional aid to victims of past discrimination. So, according to Boyd, he is the National Black Farmers Association president. In a release that he shared with Essence, he quotes, "I'm prepared to fight for the debt relief for Black, Native American, and other farmers of color all the way to the Supreme Court. He's not going to stop fighting." Now, according to Boyd, the Section 2208 of the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 repeals the American Rescue Plan Act, which was recently come up against several challenges, including lawsuits by white farmers that claim that forgiving loans for farmers based on race is unconstitutional. Interesting. Discrimination at USDA against Black farmers was rampant and severe. Section 1005 loan repayment program was necessary step towards fixing those harms. To acknowledge and correct racism is not unconstitutional or racist. The National Black Farmers Association is calling on fellow farmers and their supporters to join Boyd in his call for President Joe Biden to issue a farm foreclosure moratorium to save American farmers. They're asking to be granted foreclosure protection while legislative remedies are being debated in Congress. So, what are y'all's thoughts on this story? I know Miss Fullroller mentioned that she has been familiar with it and following it for a while. I had no idea that this was even going on, and I watch the news daily. So I'm clueless. And like I said, it caught my attention because I have farmers here locally in my family. This is their way of life, this is their livelihood. And I really was a little bit shocked to see that there's actual lawsuits pending, by, I guess, non ethnic farmers who find it unconstitutional. It's like a form of reverse racism. Very strange. So, am I the only one out of the loop on this story? Y'all let me know. Uh oh.
I'm scrolling back up, y'all, to see what y'all are saying. So, of course, Miss Full Roller said she had been following it for a while. The black farmer situation, not the act. Okay. The black farmers have been discriminated against for centuries. True. True. It's also much more difficult for black farmers to get loans, farm equipment, etc. Exactly, Edward. Oh my God. I hear that a lot with my uncle. A lot. And that is a very true and accurate statement. Hmm. Now, are you referring to the pending lawsuits on this statement here, Miss Full Roller? And then why aren't the black elite stepping up? I don't know, because I'm like, are people not understanding how this has a huge role in the way our food chains will be affected? Like, I really think that people underestimate the power of the farmer, you know? It's very crazy to me. Of color doesn't mean black. Exactly, it means race other than white. Guess which race is the latter to receive the relief? Correct, 1XP. A lot of people had a problem with that wording as well. I saw that in some of the other stories that I was reading when I was researching the story. A lot of black community activist groups had problem with other races being included. Miss Fuller said there's been so much development, devilment that has gone on and how white farmers stole land over the years from black farmers. Wow. The Democrat relief always puts blacks at the end of every benefit. I watch all the policies and bills that get passed and it breaks my heart. Wow. Yeah. That is a lot of what was shown. Yes, remember, I did. Why was it just like, oh my God, this is the storyline from Queen Sugar? That is so funny, Miss Full Roller. I was thinking that when I was reading this, I was like, ooh, this don't sound like Queen Sugar. Oh my God. Mm, mm, mm. So that was interesting to me, y'all. That was so interesting to me. Now, moving right along, this next story, and then we're going to go back to answer our get to know me questions here at the end. Did you all know that August was considered National Black Business Owner Month? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Art reflecting real life, right? I had no clue. So, am I the only one that is late on that? I feel so left out. Because I feel like I try to pride myself on knowing these things, you know? Nope, that is news to you about August. Not aware? Okay. So we got some news that we can use. So let me share that bit of information. I found this fascinating. I found this absolutely fascinating. Let me try to get that picture in there clearly for us. You are a podcast, a bling bar pioneer. You know, I'm trying. I am trying 1SP. I really like sharing this information. And if I could just get more technically savvy, I'll be all right. So, yeah, guys, who knew August
is actually acknowledged as National Black Business Month. Now, I wasn't able to find out the inception of when that occurred, but now that I know it, I will definitely be acknowledging it going forward each August because I think it's very important. As a small Black business owner myself, I think it's great. So I'm going to share just some of the stats here, okay? Because what they gone on to say is that Black business owners account for about 10% of US business and about 30% of all minority owned businesses, according to the US Census Bureau. That amounts to approximately 2 million companies owned by African Americans. The growth of Black owned franchise businesses has been explosive. In 2012, over 30% of franchise businesses were Black owned, up from about 20% 5 years ago. So I thought that was pretty amazing. Like I said, it was news to me. I had no idea. And I wanted to see, what y'all's thoughts were, get y'all's reaction and feedback because I'm like, maybe I'm the only one out of the loop here and just had no clue. I'm going public in the next 10 years. Wait. Oh my God. So, yeah, August is National Black Business Month. It basically recognizes Black owned businesses across the country. Of course, that goes on to talk about the U.S. Census Bureau stats. And then it also went on further to say that nearly 40% of Black owned businesses are in healthcare, social assistance, repair and maintenance, personal and laundry services. Other categories included advertising firms, auto dealerships, consulting services, restaurants, barbershops, beauty salons, and more. Of course, those are the more typical Black owned businesses. Now, among cities, New York has the most Black owned businesses in the US, followed by Atlanta. Hey, GA girl, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for popping in. Happy Saturday. So, yes, y'all, the growth of Black owned franchise business has been explosive. And like I said, in 2012, over 30% of franchise businesses were Black owned, which was up from about 20% 5 years ago. And the way that they are suggesting that we observe National Black owned Business Month in the month of August going forward is to support and encourage African American owned businesses in your community, learn more about business opportunities for African American community, and using the hashtag National Black Business Month in your social media correspondence. Okay. And here it is. Historian John William Templeton and engineer Frederick E. Jordan Sr. founded National Black Business Month in August 2004 to drive policy agenda affecting the 2.6 million African American businesses. So awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. That was definitely new to me. So apparently this has been a thing since 2004 and I definitely had no clue. Okay? No clue whatsoever. I had no clue. So let's see what y'all's thoughts are on that story. And again, I am going to drop my next get to know me question. And y'all be prepared to type your answer into the chat for that one. Stop sharing. And then, of course, now that I've gotten my news out of the way, we done pretty much got caught up on our Brittany Griner updates. We talked about the Inflation Reduction Act of 2022 with regards to Black farmers. And then we also talked about National African American owned business being a national observance in the month of August. Now I'm going to be a little bit more light and just talk to y'all about some shows that I plan to be reviewing and recapping and give y'all a new show alert to be on the lookout for in case you're looking for something to watch other than YouTube like me. Okay? So, my next get to know me question that I'm sharing on tonight is, if you could choose one superpower, what would it be? Feel free to type that in the chat. I'm going to answer those as well. And at the end of this stream, I am going to give y'all a code word to type in so that I can do my random picker. And I will be doing a Cash App giveaway for you all supporting me on this evening. So again, that first question was, what is your favorite random fact? And that next question, if you could choose one superpower, what would it be? Let's see what you all's thoughts were. And thank you so much for being here, GA girl. How you doing? And how's everybody Saturday? Y'all, it was been a laid back self-care Saturday for me. I have been chilling all day. All day. I'm still recuperating from July. if I'm to be honest, that going live every day, boy, that was a lot. That was a lot. Okay. The founders, yes. So Miss Fullruller pointed out that the founders were John William Templeton and Frederick E. Jordan Sr. So definitely, I am very impressed with that and was very amazed by that. Since 2004, basically. Just scrolling through the comments, make sure I didn't miss anybody or anything. Elon Musk identifies as African American. Really? Oh, you're hanging in here, still here watching. Thank you, GA girl. I did not know that one, SP. Wow. And Ms. Fullroller said that's why the term is a bit of a problem, as it suggests any person who originates from Africa who is now an American citizen. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Batman's only superpower is white privilege. Okay, that makes sense. It's a little play on words, but I get it. I get it. All right, so coming to a close, I'm gonna share with you guys my picks on shows. I'm gonna give y'all some new show alerts, put y'all up on some game on what I plan to be tuning into, watching, and reviewing. So, of course, I have been still binge watching P Valley season 2. Excited about that. Still trying to play catch up. Okay. Starting tomorrow, Power Book 3, Raising Canaan, Season 2, I believe, premieres tomorrow. So I don't know if you all are into the Power series, but I will definitely be sharing and reviewing that. I love watching my TV shows and doing my reviews, and a lot of my viewers like those reviews too. So I'm going to be bringing some of those back. Again, I will be recapping those reviews on this channel, but the actual reviews I will be uploading onto the Simply Pandi channel, if that makes sense. So kind of the same way I'm kind of summarizing over here, I will be recapping and summarizing over here, but putting the actual reviews on the other channel. So, Power Book 3, Raising Canaan, That's such a long title, right? Power, Raising Canaan, Book 3, Season 2. Let's take a look at the trailer. Let's take a look at the trailer again. We are doing this for the purposes of commentary under the Fair Use Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 for the purposes of commentary and critique. Okay? So who will be watching Power?
You get into an age, Kane, where you're gonna want to start figuring out what you want for your life, making your mark on this world.
Gas moves everything around me.
Everything I'm doing for you.
I don't think I'm offending you. Gas moves everything around me.
You the heir to this throne, Kane, and it's waiting for you.
All right, so that was the trailer from Power, Book 3, Raising Canaan, Season 2. Hey, Dance87, welcome in. Welcome in. So who's going to be tuning in to Power? If y'all are not going to be tuning in, don't worry. You can catch those reviews. I will be dropping those. And those reviews are going to be on my Simply Pandy channel. If you guys are not already subscribed, don't worry. That is the link to the Simply Pandy show. Okay, that's where those reviews are going to be. And then, I don't know if you guys have been watching P Valley. P Valley is a bit explicit. Okay, it's a bit on the explicit side. But let's take a look, because I'm still binge watching this because I'm late. But I'm going to be trying to do a review on this season as well, because I started late. And then last but not least, I'm going to give y'all a new show alert before we get out of here. And then we're going to answer those get to know me questions. And then I'm going to do my Cash App giveaway. Hi, Mitzi Manuel. Good morning, my Filipino friend. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. So, of course, I am also binge watching P Valley. I don't know if you guys are familiar with P Valley. Let's take a look at that as well. See if you'll be interested in catching those reviews. This is also on Stars. So let's take a look at that trailer.
I suggest you follow my lead.
Heifer, I want you to remember how you even got in a position to buy this club.
Oh, y'all thought the Pink had done her last dance.
I ain't coming down on that booty.
Ain't no use in being the richest in the graveyard.
But this a whole new day, a whole new Pink.
Okay, so that is P Valley. I have been binge watching because I know that season is now coming to an end. But I am binge watching that one and taking my notes so that I can give my recap and review on that show. Again, those reviews are going to be over on the Simply Pandy channel. And then this last one that I want to put y'all up on, if you're looking for something new to watch on TV, because I feel like sometimes you just want to break away from the social media, take a break away from YouTube, and just find something to watch on TV.
So this is a new show alert. Let me share this one with you guys before we get out of here. This one is actually going to be starring Tammy Roman of, what was it, The Basketball Wives, with Shawnee O'Neal. Shawnee is recently remarried now, too, by the way. So let's see. Of course, they got all these commercials on here, so I might not be able to play theirs. They got a lot of commercials. So anyway, hold on. Let me see if it'll let me refresh. I really wanted to share this with y'all because this is a new one. This is a new show, and it starts next week. It's set to premiere next week. These are my show picks. Okay, I think we're good now. Okay, so this one is called House of Vicious, and it premieres next week on the 17th. And this is going to be premiering on BET. Now let's see if we can get the clip. So basically, BET has picked up House of Vicious. The drama is a drama series led by Tammy Roman, and it's set to premiere August 17th at 8 p.m. And it's from the creator Jill Ramsey, and it's an 8-episode first season. It's going to follow Tammy Roman's character, Chanel Vivian, a fashion designer. And basically, her success is overshadowed by her narcissistic husband, addiction, unresolved childhood traumas, and dysfunctional personal life. So let's take a look at that trailer. Of course, they got a commercial playing, though. Let me skip the ad.
Little girls can be anything they want, but not you.
The fashion must be fierce.
You have a chance of becoming the first fashion designer to be traded on NASDAQ.
To run this house, you either hustle to stay on top.
I don't do sorry, regret, and I wasn't raised to fold.
Or burn the house down.
Every day there's a new scandal.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
This is not the streets. This is fashion. Welcome to House of Vicious.
Premieres August 17th at 8 on BET.
All right, so that was a trailer from House of Vicious. That starts next week on the 17th. And I will be watching and reviewing and recapping that show. So those are going to be the 3 shows that I'm following and reviewing. Let me get this last get to know me question in here, and then I am going to be all prepared to answer and look at you guys' answers. Now, if you guys want to participate in the Cash App giveaway, what you're going to want to type into the chat at this time is hashtag and ran all together recaps with Pandi. No spaces, all together. Hashtag recaps with Pandi, so that you can be entered into the Cash App giveaway that we're getting ready to do. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this edition of Trending Recaps with Pandi. That is the last get to know me question. Aside from necessities, what one thing could you not go a day without?
So let's go back to number one. What is your favorite random fact? So my favorite random fact, I think that a lot of people don't know about me is that I love to read. I love to read. I love to soak up information like a sponge. And I think people often misconstrue or they think that if you're into hair, uh, beauty, makeup, fashion, that sort of thing, that you're not a brainiac or, um, that you're not smart. And I don't ever want people to get it twisted and think I'm dumb. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not. So that's a random fact about me. And I think that's my favorite random fact since I'm being put on the spot. So I'm looking for y'all's answers to that question in the chat. And then for number two, if I could choose one superpower, what would it be? If I could choose one superpower, what would it be? My one superpower would be to be able to control the temperature. To be able to control the temperature. Like if I could just snap my finger and control the temperature at any given moment, that would be awesome. And then number three, Miss Full Roller, you gonna win the giveaway by default because I don't see that nobody else has typed the hashtag recaps with Pandi in there. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna go to Miss Full Roller. And then of course that last one was aside from necessities. What one thing could you not go a day without? All right. Edward says for number two, X-ray vision. So if he could choose one superpower, that would be X-ray vision. Oh my God, Edward. Edward, I just thought about Jill. I'm glad she wasn't here to tease you about that. Let's see. Miss Full Roller says, random fact, I'm not what one might expect. Exactly. That's how I feel. You summed it up much better than I could. You summed it up. All right. And then what's the one thing that you could not go without? Aside from necessities, what one thing could you not go a day without? You need your coffee? Yeah, that's a good one, Edward. That is a good one. I might have to use that one too, Edward, because I have to have my caffeine or my day is not right. And I literally will get a headache if I don't have my cup of coffee in the morning. Mm-mm-mm. Well, let's see. Miss Full Roller says for number two. Ooh, now that's a good one, Miss Full Roller. For number two, for the superpower, provide all my own food. Ooh, yes. Now that's a good one, Miss Full Roller, because oh my God, the inflation, the cost of food is so freaking bad right now that I'm literally having to pick and choose where I'm going to go shop at, how much I'm going to buy, how much I'm going to stock up on, and really take it into consideration. Because some of this stuff, a dozen of eggs at the grocery store was over $5 for a dozen of eggs. I was just blown away. So, me being cheap, which I like to call practical, decided to get the half a dozen. Why was that $1.95? I was like, oh my God. In my mind, I was just like, I'm paying $2 for 6 eggs. Really? Now, we're not a big egg eater, but a lot of dishes utilize eggs to cook with. So you really need eggs. And I just thought, oh my God, if eggs go up to $7 or $10, I'm going to just probably lose it. I'm going to lose it. And now, Miss Full Roller, that is a good one. Unfortunately, you know I can go without sleep, right? Oh my goodness. So Miss Full Roller said one thing that she can absolutely not forego is her sleep. And I get it. Sleep is definitely vital to our health. Yeah, it's getting hard to get out the store without tearing up to $100. You're right. You're right. Because what you used to could go in the store and buy with $25 is now like costing $70, $80. It's crazy. Super crazy. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for your participation. Let me go ahead and do our giveaway so we can get on up out of here. We can get on up out of here. It is outrageous, these costs. You know? It's crazy. Okay, let me bring it in here. So I think this was fun. Very informative. All right, so here it is. We got the giveaway tool. Let's see. So far, I only saw 2 of you all follow the instructions and put the information in there that was necessary to be entered. So here we go. Yep, it says there's only 2 entries. So out of my 2 members, so it's essentially going to be a member giveaway. Also, you guys, definitely, I meant to ask you, Miss Full Roller, if you wouldn't mind to grab, well, don't worry about it. I'll grab it. Tomorrow is the Outstanding Featured Channel Member Show, which of course is our shout out collaboration between myself, Boss Life Online, Marlene Motivates, and Be Amazing Sylvia. And tomorrow's Outstanding Featured Channel Member is our sister and friend, Really TT. So we will be shouting her out and celebrating her tomorrow. So if you guys can be here, that would be awesome. That is going to be at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. All right. So I'll try and grab that link and put it in here. But let me do this. So it's just you 2. You're not nice to deal with without sleep, right? All right, here we go. Oh, snap. My overlay is blocking it, isn't it? Ah, snap. We got us a winner. We got us a winner. Looky. All right, Edward Smart. It randomly selected Edward Smart. All right, so Edward, I will be getting you. Oh, thank you. That's what I was sitting over here doing, trying to get that link. Thank you, Miss Fool Roller. All right, so let me take that off the screen. I will make sure. I feel so good now that I'm able to give away this money. I feel like I have been trying to give away a Cash App all week unsuccessfully. So, yes. So, congratulations. Edward is the lucky winner for tonight's Cash App giveaway. I am excited because, y'all, I have finally managed to get to 2K subscribers. So, because, YouTube is kind of up and down and things fluctuate, I haven't formally decided yet if I'm going to have a 2K celebration. We shall see. It's still in the works, but I appreciate the supporters and the subscribers. And I really appreciate you all rocking out with me as I constantly bend and move and change the direction and the way things are flowing on the channel. You all continue to be there and support. And so if there's ever an opportunity or a time that I can give back to you all, I like to jump on it and take advantage. And sometimes it's fun, simple things like game nights or Cash App giveaways, or, just different things and ways that we can acknowledge you all. Shout outs, things like that, because, we don't take it for granted. I don't anyway. So congratulations to Edward. You all be back tomorrow for Really TT's shout out on the Outstanding Featured Channel Member Show. And if you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe. Really TT is at like 850 something subscribers. I think she's working towards her 1K, and I know that would just really make her day if she could hit her 1K. She's been working really hard. She's been putting out a lot of content. She is a single mother, and that would open up a window to being another stream of income for her. So even if you are already family with her, join her with your second channel or your third channel. Sometimes we forget to do that with our second and third channels, guys. I'm just saying. So yes, this has been another awesome edition of Trending Recaps with Pandi. I appreciate you guys so much for being here with me. I appreciate the feedback and definitely the shares. So I am going to bring it to a close, y'all. Continue to have an amazing weekend. And if you have not done something for yourself to make yourself a priority on today, this is Self-Care Saturday. Go ahead and do that. Treat yourself on today. All right. Until next time, guys, you all stay safe, stay encouraged, and I will see you all in the next video. All right.
Thank you so much for coming through and kicking it with your girl. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I hope you were thoroughly entertained. And if you didn't remember to do so on your way coming in, please don't forget to blow dry on that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? It is free 99 after all. It doesn't cost you anything. And don't forget to share me with a friend, family member, or on your other social media platforms. Let's help each other grow. Once again, I'm Pandi of Pandi's Hair, Candy, and More. Thank you so much for taking a moment to come on over and kick it with your girl. Until next time, you all stay safe out there, stay encouraged, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.